you've mentioned multiple times that the people here are monotheists. Who is it that they
Yes.
worship?
Don't know. Wait, hold on. Dear Mr. Dungeon Master, could I name a name?
Or I guess Emmerin might know too, since he lived here.
Dear Mr. Dungeon Master, can Burke name a name?
I'm gonna take out my notebook and like flip to the back, like a blank page at the very back, and just start scribbling.
What's she drawn?
Are you actually asking me that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If Emmerin caught you scribbling in a book, he's gonna be like, "What's she doing?"
I think it might be useful to make some sort of like cipher that only we and people we trust can use.
Ooh, I love a cipher.
That's an excellent idea.
Because if your uncle's already hearing rumors about us, I feel like it's safe to say that pretty soon people will be trying to watch any communications that we send.
That's mighty astute of you.
Thank you.
Nice job. That's a good idea.
Very small.
But yeah, so I have the linguist feat. So part of that is you can create written ciphers that others can't decipher unless you teach them. They succeed on an intelligence check, or they use magic to decipher it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then that also you can share that with the people, and they can then use it, right? Is that part of that as well?
Yeah, so that would count as me teaching them.
Right. Okay. I would say that would probably take you at least like an hour to like really write everything out and show them.
I'll just start working on it for now. If we have other stuff to do, I can finish it later. But
for sure. Speaking of which, you guys are in this town. I know you went shopping before you got here. Is there anything that you guys want to be on the lookout for while you're walking around, or anything like that?
Alchemy supplies for me.
I don't know that I'm necessarily looking for anything to purchase, but what I'd like to do while we're walking around is I'm gonna change into my fine clothes,
Okay.
my fancy stuff, and like as I'm just perusing, trying to listen for any kind of gossip, especially if it pertains to the church.
Okay. If you're going to be doing that, you're doing that, I'm assuming, like without armor and stuff on.
Yeah.
Okay. Just clarifying.
Because I don't think it would look right to just put my fine clothes on over my studded leather armor.
Correct. I was just clarifying. So I know what your AC has to be when I stab you.
Roland is gonna see if he can make his way to the market district and look around to see if he can find an armorer who might be able to make him a set of plate.
Okay. So with that, Orlo, is there anything in particular you're looking at alchemical supply wise?
Just to make sure I have like enough jars or whatever to make stuff as I'm picking things up in my travels.
Okay. Laya, go ahead and, since we're talking about it now, go ahead and give me either a perception or investigation check for information.
While she's rolling that, if I get another set of robes. Would those be considered armor, or would that can be considered like outerwear or something else?
Like for the purposes of just like wearing different stuff.
Yeah, I guess for now. Like, I don't know if we want to do um, anything magical with robes or anything like that, but right now he's just wearing these like boring gray robes, and everybody else is getting cool shit, so he wants cool shit.
Yeah. Because you have unarmored defense as a monk, right?
Right. That's why I'm asking.
Right. So yeah, I mean, if you want to get like something that would be more stylistic for Orlo, we wouldn't have to count it as armor unless you want to.
Okay. Yeah. Because I think he's looking for some like darker, like kind of robes with Way of the Shadow and everything.
Right.
Something in line with that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. You said investigation or what?
Perception.
Perception. Is there a way that I could like change that to persuasion? Like if I'm trying actively to get people to gossip with me?
Sure. Absolutely.
That was still only a 12.
So Orlo, you absolutely would be able to find, especially in this town, somebody to make or that would have robes that are exactly what you are looking for. That's most of what people wear around here is just kind of like more longer and like robe style clothing. So if you wanted to get something like fitted for you, it would be
Mhm.
like 30 to 40 gold for them to like just do the work and like actually make it something that you would be able to wear and like would feel comfortable on you because most people aren't your size.
Sweet. Yeah. I'd want the robes to kind of just be like typical monk robes. Just I would want them with black material with like red accents, like red stitching. But I also want these robes to come with a hood as well now.
So dark robes with a hood and red stitching.
Hmm.
Okay. Um
We'll call that 40.
we'll call that forward. Um Emmerin, is there anything else that you would want to be doing while you guys are in town, other than like the normal stuff, like any shopping or anything like that?
No, I think I've used up all my money anyway.
So just to clarify, like Orlo just went shopping for robes. Laya actually took off her armor and put on like her really fine clothes and is trying to go hear gossip. Um, so that's kind of what we're doing.
Gotcha. So, yeah, I guess probably more in the same vein of what Skelly's doing, that he'd want to be kind of skulking around, getting a little bit more information about, in particular, about what the dwarf had said, seeing if we could get information on the church, what's going on there, if there's any odd occurrences.
Sure. Are you going to do it yourself, or are you looking to have other people go do it for you?
Um, I'll do it where Emmerin would think it would be safe to do,
Okay.
and do I have a disguise kit?
So Sir Roland, there is one place in the city. It's called the Divine Forge. It's where most of the weapons and armor for the church guard and any like high-ranking officials of the church have their things made and are blessed. What are you looking to have done?
Well, I was going to buy a set of plate because I thought I had more gold than I have, but I don't have enough for. I don't have 1,500 yet, which I think Roland would know, being a paladin. Like that's about the amount you're going to want to work with if you're going to have a set of plate armor commission.
How much more do you need?
I would petition you to switch this campaign to 3.5 so that I could buy
So that you could buy
just
what?
as
Half plate?
half plate.
Yeah.
Just ask Laia to
just a
ask her
suggestion.
daddy for more money.
Hey, a small loan.
How
A
much money do you
small,
need?
Let's see. I thought I had more. I've got right about 1,160 gold. He says this like really quiet. I've got right at 1,160 gold. I've never had this much gold before in my life.
How much more do you need?
340.
40? I can give you 175.
Oh, I would never.
Then
never ask.
He'll do 175. I'll do the rest.
I would never impose. No, I couldn't.
Look, it's better for you to be all geared up, but less chance of you fucking dying.
Well, there was something else I was thinking of that I may be able to use this gold for. Since we're going to be gallivanting around the countryside, it may make sense for us to put our resources together in a more permanent place. I don't know about you all, but I'm sort of sick of sleeping in a different inn every night, wondering who's going to kick open the door, wanting to stab me.
And why is it always Emmerin?
And why is it always Emmerin?
It's just a game we came up with. We call it Sleepy Stabsies.
I hate sleepy stabsies.
That sounds very sexual.
You guys are not helping your case. As
No,
far
we
as the
really
shipping.
aren't. Yeah.
It is now
No.
canon that Roland and Emmerin play Sleepy
Sleepy
Stabsy.
Stabsies.
Shipping and handling, boys.
Oh, God. I hate it here.
But no, I mean, if we could find a place, perhaps, I don't know, one of the many ruins around.
I mean,
shore it up.
I was thinking, and I'll kind of look at Orlo and Emmerin. What about Ivy Leaf and Captain Gale?
Oh, you want to make that up as a reminder of the first time we met? Oh,
That's
isn't that
exactly what
sweet?
it is. Yes.
I'm used to sleeping on a dirt ground most of the time, so I'm fine with anything.
Well, it's not even just the sleeping part, but it would give us a base. We could start rallying, people who can help us gather information. We could even the people who are outside of Braden that couldn't get in, we could offer them shelter if they come help us rebuild.
I mean, you guys are talking about making an entire economy here.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of responsibility.
So is saving the world from.
He's got a point.
I mean, it's realistically, if we're going up against the church here in Brackercord is daunting. I mean, they would never let me in the doors. Clearly they care nothing for good looks, so Emmerin's out as well. You two might have a shop.
Roland, you've mentioned multiple times that the people here are monotheists. Who is it that they
Yes.
worship?
Don't know. Wait, hold on. Dear Mr. Dungeon Master, could I name a name?
Or I guess Emmerin might know too, since he lived here.
Dear Mr. Dungeon Master, can Burke name a name?
I would say, without a doubt, Sir Roland, you would have a pretty good shot of being able to just. You have an idea of who the Archons are. You traveled around a lot, so you knowing some of the outlying stories as to what people believed would be very feasible.
Sure, and I mean, he was part of his upbringing was he was pretty much a religious scholar, like a page for years before he was old enough to start learning how to fight.
So yeah, I would say without a doubt, you then would be able to name a name.
What name is that, Dominic?
Don't you remember all of the lore that I gave you?
Oh man, it's here! It's here!
It's the Dragon Mother.
Dragon Mother. Oh, they worship her.
Yeah, they're the.
Oh yeah, and then and then they told us they were right. Roland still doesn't believe that. Roland's like in heavy denial.
Do we have reason to believe that the Dragon Mother is like Avram and Sorith's mom?
I think that I don't remember. I know we talked about it in the After the Roll, but I don't remember if they said that directly to you or if we just had the discussion.
Oh yeah, I don't remember either.
But I mean, we know that they're dragons,
right?
And they're revering this woman they call the Dragon Mother. It wouldn't take.
Yeah, it would not be a far stretch for you guys to assume that that's the case.
Right, the gist of it was that she birthed the Archons and the Archons birthed the dragons to help them, or is it the other way around?
The other way around.
She birthed the dragons, they made the Archons. Okay.
So we can put a pin in the building up a base. But what I'm thinking for while we're here is why don't I go into the church, just, pretend to be praying or whatever. I'll do a small offering, see if anybody interacts with me or talks to me, see what kind of information I can get.
Yeah, go in there and look lost. Someone's gonna come up.
Look lost?
Yeah, not like physically, but spiritually.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, really project that ennui.
It's a good idea, Laya, but just be careful. Is there a way that you can, I don't know, get a message to us quickly, or a signal that you can make? Or I know you have spells. I just wasn't sure if you could cast message. That would be very handy. But I think that's only like 60 feet anyway.
While Laya is looking that up,
I don't think I do. I have alarm, but it doesn't look like it's worded in a way that I can make it useful here.
While Orlo was out getting his robes, being that there were rumors about our group and Orlo is a Loxodon and kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, would anybody have said anything, or would he have heard anything, or like any murmurings or anything as he was going to get robes?
Oh yeah, and I don't think you ever told me if I caught any gossip.
No, I didn't yet. Go ahead and make a perception check, Orlo. Laya, you said you got a 12, right?
It was a 13.
13. You would. People are very scared to talk about anything, especially to people they don't know. You would not be the first person that the church would kind of have sent out to infiltrate's the wrong word, but to suppress, to find people who are spreading rumors, things like that. So people are very tight knit. You would definitely find some foundation in the statement that Stone made, but finding anything concrete would be very difficult without some type of either I suppose, like with somebody or with a little bit more effort in terms of just like talking.
Fair enough.
Orlo, what was your
I rolled a 6.
you don't notice anything wrong.
That tracks for Orlo.
Sorry,
Emmerin, what was your roll
what did you ask for?
for the rumor checking?
Okay, what do you want?
Investigation or perception?
Perception. 17.
With the people and places you would have gone, it would be a little bit different of a group. You would be a lot more likely to find people talking openly about some of this stuff. But the problem is, as you're kind of trying to gather some of this information, it becomes a factory of just conspiracy theories, just starting one after another. People are like, "Oh yeah, we heard that Emelise is going absolutely crazy. Oh no, I heard that that the father was the one that was going crazy, and he took Emelise, and they went and they were flying through space, and then it gets progressively exponential in how fast like it gets out of control. um you hear definitely the murmurings and the rumors, much as what Laia did, that there is some basis in the foundation of like there's something more going on, but nothing specific.
Is there like a common theme? Like you said, like, oh, somebody went crazy. Does like this Annalise, does she come up consistently throughout the rumors? Like,
It's between Emelise and Father Emmerin that like kind of are the main people, but you would know that those are like Father Emmerin is the head of the church, and Saint Emelise is like his like right hand, basically. So it's not surprising that that's who you are hearing about.
Okay.
But the common theme is that there is some dissent, and that there is some like weird goings on, like acting out and just strange behavior, things of that nature.
Is that within the church, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Sir Roland, the role I finally found my book that I was looking for. The chart that I use has a bunch of different prices on it because I think 5th edition prices are a little wonky. Plate mail, full plate is 1,200 gold, not 15.
Ooh. Roland is going to go down to the forge then, and he's going to try and do some haggling with these people who are openly hostile to him.
Openly hostile, no problem.
Openly hostile.
If he's gonna try to haggle, can I come and try to help persuade people with him?
Sure. As long as
All
Sir
right.
Roland doesn't mind.
I don't mind at all. Come along, Lyle. Let's
I love
go
getting
paint
good
the town.
deals.
Yeah.
I've been clipping coupons.
For the record, the investigation insight roll that I rolled to hear rumors was a 3.
You're just on a roll, man.
Listen, man, I'm getting all the bad ones out of the way so that later I can
roll more bad ones.
I can roll more bad ones, but it'll be funnier. It'll be funnier then.
So you walk into this shop, and you you're greeted. People look at you. They see that you're in relatively nice armor, and they kind of, good day. What can we do for you?
Hello there. I'm currently a paladin engaged in a campaign for justice, and I was hoping to engage you fine people for a set of plate mail.
And I'll just kind of sweep in behind him and do a deep curtsy in my super nice clothes.
A paladin, you say? Yes. Well, that's we certainly specialize in here for the church. Are you looking for anything special?
Well, not special as far as plate goes, but a plain Jane suit would do just fine. Something that would give me a little better coverage than my current scale.
He kind of looks you up and down, looks at it, and goes, yeah, it does look a bit worse for wear. You seem like you've been in a few scraps, yes?
It has seen a few seasons, yes, sir.
Oh, he kind of like looks around a little bit and he goes, I think we should be able to make something work. And he kind of looks at you again and then looks at Laya. As you come behind him, Laya, he kind of gives you a small nod and a bow. He goes, you seem a man of means. I assume you won't have a problem affording such a thing. Let me go take a look at see what we can find.
Fantastic.
So he steps away from the counter, walks back, and you hear what sounds like just if you imagine what a toolbox sounds like when it's dumped out. This is what you hear, just kind of this clanging and clashing.
Roland leans over to Laya and goes, "Oh no, I think he's getting us the cheap stuff."
Sounds like it.
He brings it out, and it's definitely well worn, we'll say. He kind of sets a few of the pieces out. He goes, yes, this should do you just well, yes.
Yes.
I'm just gonna look down at it and raise my eyebrows.
Go ahead and make either an intimidation or a persuasion.
I got a nat 20, so it's a 31.
I think that might be our biggest roll yet, boys.
I think it is. Nicely done. So you look up at him, and he kind of meets your gaze, and he goes, I am so sorry. I did not. What can I do to make this right, ma'am? I am so sorry.
Sir Roland here is my protection when we're on the road. I would like him to be fully equipped. And if you can't handle that, we'll just stop at the next city.
Yes, ma'am. I will. Give me just a moment. I'm so sorry. And you hear him like, he just like arm swipes the rest of this armor just off the counter. And he walks into the back again. And you can hear like just this faintest. You can hear somebody else back there with him. And he goes, I don't no, I'm not. No, give me no, I want that. Give me that. and he like just a little bit of this argument back and forth, and he comes back out, and he has this the breastplate itself, with just this very fine like white metal. He sets that down. He sets the helmet down next to it, and it's just this super crisp, clean white armor. It's got these very nice like silver bands that kind of wrap the pieces, like where they interconnect. And he goes, "Is this would this fit your liking more, ma'am? I didn't mean any disrespect by it. I did not. I'm sorry."
Sir Roland, and I won't even respond to him. Sir Roland, is this suitable?
Roland's going to walk up to it and make a big show of like going over it and like testing the material and like looking at the backing and like tugging on buckles and stuff. Oh yes, this seems quite fine.
And you just like he's just kind of like staring down at the counter the whole time, just like in this deadpan like.
No, I
let's-
feel bad.
Let's call it 900 for the armor and 150 for the fitting.
Yes, sir. Certainly, sir.
Fantastic. And Roland's going to go. I guess he's got a shitload of gold. I guess it would be like in it would be on his person somewhere. A big old sack of gold he's carrying around.
just Roland's big old sack. Where's it at, Emmerin?
Roland flops his sack on the table. Right there. You can count them if you'd like.
No, sir. I trust that it's all there. I have no questions.
Roland counts out.
I'm gonna slide 5 gold over to him. This is for you. Thank you so much for your help.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
Roland's gonna slide over 1,050 gold.
Is that within the tenets of your Archon, harassing workers for a better price?
I mean, technically, he didn't do anything.
I didn't
That's fair.
do anything. A and B. There's nothing wrong with haggling. There's no anti-haggling clause.
Harassing was
Also-
the wrong word.
Also, all I
Please.
did was raise my eyebrow.
Yeah, that was just one powerful eyebrow raise. I think old boy was crushing.
I learned it from my mom.
Which we're going to get into one day.
Who hasn't been into her?
So he makes sure that everything fits you. Fits all the buckles, fits all the padding. Everything is perfect. He takes the coin, sets it behind the counter, gets you all the pieces fit on, and he looks at you. Is everything your liking, sir? Does that fit well?
Roland kind of like shrugs and like feels the weight of the armor and says, "Ah, yes, that's fantastic. Thank you very much."
Yes, sir. No problem, sir. I happy to help, sir. Anything else we can do for you?
No, that'll do it for today. I appreciate your business. May the Archons smile upon you. And then he walks out.
And then when he starts to walk away, I'll may the dragon mother smile upon you, and I'll curtsy and walk out.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
And also with you.
Also, you should have some.